Memorandum of Notice. Global Enforcement and Intelligence Bureau, GEIB, protective arm of the Sharakhi Indigenous Tribal Nation, SITN. Date, June 1st, 2026. To all federal, state, and local agencies, foreign governments, corporations, financial institutions, humanitarian partners, and any party engaging with GEIB marshals, officers, agents, or subdivisions. Subject: confirmation of mandate, jurisdiction, and subdivisional authority of the Global Enforcement and Intelligence Bureau. 1. Organizational status: GEIB functions as the National Security, Enforcement, and Humanitarian Service Bureau of SITN, vested by Tribal Council Resolution 2026-05-01. The Bureau is constituted as a faith-based enforcement trust under SITN sovereignty and Article 14 of the SITN Constitution. For external contractual compliance, GEIB operates incorporated subdivisions, LLCs, nonprofits, benefit corporations, in various U.S. states and foreign jurisdictions. Registration does not subordinate GEIB to state control. It merely facilitates commerce and licensure. 2. Core mandate: protect SITN citizens, assets, sacred sites, and diplomatic facilities. Investigate fraud, corruption, civil rights violations, human rights violations, and environmental crimes affecting indigenous peoples. Enforce tribal statutes, trust indentures, customary law, treaty obligations, uniform commercial codes /UCC law, and international humanitarian law. Engage in global humanitarian relief, community service initiatives, and disaster response without discrimination. Report substantiated criminal evidence to relevant authorities, FBI, DOJ, U.S. attorneys, Interpol, ICC, etc., while retaining prosecutorial independence under SITN law. 3. Primary subdivisions: GEIB International Police Division Incorporated, sworn police marshals, special agents, investigators, and peacekeepers, secret audits. GEIB Community Services Initiative LLC, food security, housing rehab, youth programs. GEIB Medical and Healthcare Division LLC, field clinics, telehealth, indigenous medicine research. Geib Aviation and Space Division LLC, drone rescue, medevac, geospatial mapping. Geib Robotics and Drone Division LLC, unmanned systems for search and rescue and agricultural monitoring. GEIB Cyber Intelligence Command, counter-threat intelligence, digital forensics, critical infrastructure defense, and 20 other subdivisions incorporated under parent GEIB authority. 4. Jurisdiction and immunities: GEIB personnel act under tribal police and peacekeeper credentials, recognized by SITN law and international indigenous protocols. Vehicles, uniforms, and communications bearing the GEIB insignia hold the protections of tribal diplomatic assets under UNDRIP Articles 35 and 36. External agencies may acknowledge but may not infringe upon GEIB authority without a treaty or cross-deputation agreement approved by SITN Tribal Council. 5. Operational engagement: GEIB may conduct operations in U.S. states or foreign nations for fraud interdiction, humanitarian relief, or protection of SITN interests, notifying local authorities where feasible but not seeking permission for inherent jurisdiction. Evidence collected is transmitted to SITN Tribal Court and, where appropriate, to federal or international prosecutors. 6. Notice to agencies and corporations: any attempt to impede GEIB officers in the lawful execution of their duties constitutes a breach of tribal, federal, national, and international law. Financial institutions must honor GEIB subpoenas and lawful holds pursuant to UCC Sections 1-103 and 3-501. Police departments are advised that GEIB credentials include the right to operate emergency lighting and communications equipment across jurisdictions for humanitarian aid, disaster response, emergency response, contract cross-deputization, and religious missions. 7. Verification and contact verify GEIB state filings via Secretary of State databases. Credential confirmation available through Secure at thegeib.org. 8. Conclusion: Geib exists to protect, serve, and uplift Indigenous and allied communities worldwide, answerable first and foremost to the sacred laws and constitution of the Sharakhi Indigenous tribal nation.